Hello everyone, in this video we will talk about class inheritance. We can say that new classes can be created that build on existing classes. Inheritance syntax you can see on this slide. After a new class name you must write the word extends and next name of superclass. Let's look the class inheritance on this example. In this example we will create some data about school. This project have 4 classes. We will create the class person, student and teachers, and you must create the test class. Let's look 3 classes, the person, the students and the teacher. The class person have as attributes the name, the surname and birth year, and the method toString. The classes, the students and the teacher, both of them are person and then have same attributes like the person class. But the student and the teacher will have some specific attributes only for students and only for teachers. Students have the next 3 more attributes: the grade, the average and the school, and the teacher have 2 more attributes: salary and subjects. We need make the class person the first, and then we'll make the student class inherits from the class person. The class person is parent class for the class student, called superclass 2, but the class student is subclass for class person. The class teacher inherits the class by the class person 2. In the classes which describe the student and the teacher, we'll need put only specific attribute for the students and for the teacher, because the rest of attributes will be in the class person. On the other hand, the class person inherit the class object. The class object is the highest on the hierarchy of classes. Let's look the first class, the class person. This class have 3 attributes: name, surname and birth year. This class have 2 constructor, empty constructor and constructor with parameters, and the method toString. ToString method is override method. This method is inherited from the class person and adjusted for data about some person. The class person inherit the class object. The class object on the highest class in hierarchy. Object have some method. One of these method is toString, and in this class, in class person, this method will be overridden. This method will be prepared data for some person, the name and surname, and for the rest of data we will use override method. To calling override method you can use the word supper. The supper dot toString will be returned the rest of data, the data, name, surname and date of birthday. The attributes which defined in superclass. Let's create object which represent one person in the main class. This is object O1, and name and surname is set. You can see one object of class student. Constructor with parameter is used, and then Okay, type object dot, and in this list you can see attribute which defined in the class person, birth year, name and surname, and you can see method which inherit from the object class. The class person inherit from object. The object class is the highest in the hierarchy of class. To print data about student, you need the call to string method, and you can see property of one student. Some property are bold. This is a specific attribute about student, average grade and school, and the rest of the attributes inherit from class person. Let's start this application, and you can see the data about student. You can see all data. Let's back to the student class and look at the constructor with parameter. Some parameter passed to the constructor of superclass. The word super represent constructor of superclass or a parent class. And name, surname and birth year passed to this constructor, but specific attribute for student, grade, school and average will be set in this class. Let's create one more class, teachers. This class will be inherited by person too. You must type on the title line extents, word extents, next the name of the class of the parent class. That would be person, the class person. Okay, you needn't type attribute which inherits from the person class. You must type only specific attribute for teacher, salary and subject on this case. Then you need add constructor. The first one is empty constructor, and second one is constructor with parameter. You must select the constructor from parent class and then select specific attribute for teacher class. Calling constructor from parent class must be in the first row. Okay, add some method. I would be add to string method. Let's create one object in the main class, the teachers object, calling constructor with parameter. Call constructor with parameter. Okay, to print data on system.out, you must type system.out.println and pass data. To get data, you need call to string method. Start application and look data. You can see the data, only data for person class, inherit from person class, name, surname and birth, but the rest of the data missed. This is because we called to string of parent method. we must override this method, and that method will be return all data. Alter this method to return all data about teacher. Right click and insert code, override method. You can see two classes in hierarchy. This class inherits from person, but person class inherits from object class, and you can see both of them. Okay, this is called from override method, and then supper.toString calling parents toString method. You need to add rest of data, but we will do this on the other way. Insert toString method. Okay, you can see all the specific data, but to get rest of data, which will be returned by calling toString method from superclass, you need type super dot and call toString method. Okay, let's look. All data are shown. Okay, that's it.